Welcome to PEGA Decisioning Consultant Training by Ray of Knowledge. So I finished my PEGA Decisioning Consultant Training and certification in the month of July 2021. And I went through that material. I felt the material was exhaustive, took a long time to understand, and I thought there is an opportunity to make that content a lot simpler. So out here, I'm going to make an attempt to make sure that I not only make the content easier to understand, but also faster to understand. So our approach in this training is going to be build an executive understanding, focus on key concepts that will help us understand the concepts clearly, build a high-level view of the landscape, and relate to the real world. Now, this will not only help the executives, but also developers and designers to understand this quickly. We're also going to look at the need, understand the need, and when to use what. We are going to work towards massaging our minds, right, to grasp the concept for a quicker and a better design. So let's dive in. Now, the very key concept for any product that we start using is, when do I need this product? Or do I even need this product? To understand this better, let me give you a scenario. So I'm going to go back in time, back in 1987, when I used to go and shop for 6 eggs and a bread every Friday. And every time I used to go to a specific shop. Even this shop used to sell the eggs and bread. Even this shop used to sell eggs and bread. And even this one. But I always used to go to this specific shop. And the reason is because the guy used to greet me. And he used to ask me, do you want your usual? And I used to say yes. All I had to say was yes. And I used to get my 6 eggs and a bread. And that experience used to attract me, that I had to say so less and get my work done, that I used to always keep on going there. Now, if you flash forward into today's world, we do have grocery shops, mostly online nowadays. How can I achieve the same personal relationship and build it on a website? To do that, I have to build some system brain similar to whatever that shopkeeper had, right? And build that decisioning in him, right? To decide and say, hey, are you here for 6 eggs and a bread? To build that brain and then offer the customer, hey, from the past orders, do you just want to have 6 eggs and a bread and you just want to add it to the cart? If I can build that simplified experience, understanding the purchase patterns for the customer, then I've achieved the same personal relationship, but on my website. So let's dive in how this product helps us build this system brain to build the decisioning around, right? So let's look into that. Now, if you look at a typical shop, you'll see there are always tons and tons of offers. You see coupon books, but at any given point in time, every company has so many things they can offer to their customer. Like they can tell the customer, hey, do you want to make your payment for your credit card? The shop get a credit card, right? Do you want to buy 6 eggs and a bread? Or do you want this $100 off an iPhone? Or do you want to, get $20 off your rewards card? $20 rewards card. Or do you want to have $200 off your Samsung phone, right? So I can actually offer the customer like around 200 different offers, right? But if I try to display every offer on the web page, it's going to be a clutter for the customer, and he might probably just, get confused and walk away. So to make it easier, I want to build the same decision logic that that shopkeeper had in my scenario, right? But I want to build it through the system, right? So how can I build this brain who can take all these offers, funnel it down, right, into this one offer, right? Or maybe 3 offers, not more than 3, right? Through this brain, we call it PEGA decisioning strategy. It's a strategy that we build. And that strategy would funnel all these offers and realize that for this customer on a Friday, the best offer to be placed on the web page is 6 eggs and a bread. And this is what the PEGA strategy will give me, the next best action that I can display on the web page. So let's dive a little bit further, right? How do we do this? To build this decision logic, to really make this brain really smart, right? What I really need to do is get data. So I need to give all the customer data to this brain, right? I want to tell him what is his age, what is his demographic, who is he? I also want to give data regarding customer, what he has done in past, what he did. Did he buy every Friday this particular thing, right? I want to give all the data to this brain, all the customer data. I also want to give all the market data, right? So I want to give the brain the data about the market, what's happening in the market, what's the likelihood of the customer accepting that kind of offers, right? And what's changing in the market. Hey, you know what? There was an iPhone that was released yesterday. Chances are the customers are coming in to buy that, right? So that's a change. So even though it's a Friday, my customer could be coming in here for that iPhone that got launched yesterday, right? So I need to be aware of the market data and then use that market data and also feed into that brain, right? So that way we are very relevant and we are putting the right next best action on the page, right? And in this case, it could be the 6 eggs and a bread, right? So really what I need is the predictive data, and I'll go a little bit more deeper later into what the predictive data is, and also the customer data, right? If I can build this information into this brain, the brain can then use a strategy to decide and spit out the right offer for the customer or the right action for the customer. So to summarize, let's see what we need is. We need to take all these offers into the strategy, right? We need to also bring in the customer data into the strategy. Also bring in the predictive analytics or the adaptive analytics into the strategy, and then spit out the right action or the offer for the customer. And what PEGA does is gives us this framework that we can leverage in building this strategy, and something that it can do very fast in milliseconds. Now, one thing I want to highlight that when we build this strategy, we have to be definitely relevant to the customer, right? Contextual to the customer. I want to bring relevant offers. I want to bring only something that's in its context. He's on a grocery page. I'm not going to give him an iPhone there, right? I know he's looking for groceries. So I want to be very contextual when I put that offer around. I also want to be timely, right? I want to offer the actions in a timely manner. And I want to be consistent in my approach with the customer. And while I'm balancing the customer needs, I also want to balance the business needs, right? So definitely whatever we talked till now is customer needs, but we also need to focus on business needs because we want to keep the business afloat, right? So we want to definitely maximize the sales, maximize our profit, right? So we want to give the offers that are going to bring us more revenue there, right? We also want to retain the customer. We see, hey, customer might definitely leave us, We want to give a look radio offer at that point in time and close the sale, right? So we want to build the strategy that looks into various aspects of business needs as well, right? And of course, be efficient in our service and reduce the risk. I don't want to have every customer calling my customer service, right? So I want to be very efficient, right? And also reduce the risk. But I want to be having a good balance, because if I do everything for the customer and nothing for the business in my decisioning strategy, I'm doing injustice to the business. And if I do everything for the business and nothing for the customer, or ignore the customer, I might throw very profitable offers, but the customer is never going to like it, right? So there has to be a good balance, and this is what PEGA strategy or decisioning strategy is going to build over. It's going to do a good balance, and we'll go further as we talk about it, how we can build a good balanced strategy that serves business needs and customer needs.